Hello, we're Andy, the Maniacal Cinephile, with our thoughts on Willy's Wonderland.
Willy's Wonderland? Isn't that another name for a woman's vagina?
Willy's Wonderland is an action horror comedy directed by Kevin Lewis, known for... stuff. I don't know. His last movie was 14 years ago. Willy's Wonderland was written by G.O. Parsons, known for... Willy's Wonderland. Parsons originally made a short film called Wally's Wonderland. However, Parsons wasn't happy with the script and needed a producer to make a feature-length version. The title was later changed to Willys for legal reasons, so he put the script up on the blood list.
Andy, what the heck is a blood list?
Oh, it's a list of unproduced thriller and horror scripts voted upon by industry professionals. Nicolas Cage saw Willys, got excited, and agreed to produce.
And all it cost Mr. Cage was one of his dinosaur skulls.
The movie is also produced by Grant Kramer, who has had an interesting career. He starred in New Year's Evil and played Mike Tobacco in Killer Clowns from Outer Space. He then went on to produce Lone Survivor and now Willy's Wonderland.
Both about a lone hero battling evil. In one hand, you have the Taliban.
And in the other, Chuck E. Cheese.
The concept of theme park attractions killing you isn't new. There's Westworld, Jurassic Park, the obvious Five Nights at Freddy's, and yes, even The Simpsons did it. But they never did it with this man. The reason we're all here. He's the wildest actor of our generation, a man who has sold more homes than I've bought underwear. Nicolas Cage. We got Nick Cage in a Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff battling killer robots. Sounds horribly good on paper, but will it live up to expectations? A quiet drifter, Nick Cage, finds himself stranded in the remote town of Hayesville, Nevada, when his car mysteriously breaks down. Unable to pay for the repairs, he's tricked into working as a night shift janitor at Willy's Wonderland, a once successful family fun center.
Look, we've all had to do it.
However, this Wonderland has a dark, satanic secret that the janitor is about to discover. It's your typical story of a serial killer opening up a family funland and hiring his satanic buddies to work there.
Just stay away from the super happy fun room. 4 of those 5 words are a lie.
Let's just say the satanic ritual is a little Jim Jones meets Charles Lee Ray. Soon the janitor is in an all-out fight for survival when the restaurant's 8 animatronic characters come to life and try to eat him. Now teaming up with a group of arsonist teenagers, because we need a body count, the janitor will be forced to defend himself until the morning. One by one, teenagers and animatronics are dispatched in gruesome ways until it all boils down to Nicolas Cage versus a big Willy.
It's nuts, but the most unbelievable part is that he was able to clean all in one night. Takes me 5 years to scrub a toilet. And then I just scrub it with more poo.
Nicolas Cage is simply the janitor and has 0 lines of dialogue. He's a complete mystery.
It's the man with no name versus Barney.
We know nothing about him except he likes his car, his tunes, pinball, and crushing cans of punch soda.
So, he's a mute 57-year-old teenager stuck in the 80s.
There's definitely some trauma there, but by the end, I didn't want him to speak or learn anything about him, and I'm glad they stuck to it.
Have you been listening to a word I've been saying?
Cage was very interested in playing a part with no dialogue. He's a fan of German expressionism. In silent films, you had to overact, which is where Cage gets his method.
Okay, baby girl, who sent ya? Who sent ya?
Oh, Mr. Cage is going to be so upset when he finds out they invented sound.
So sadly for us, there aren't any hilarious lines for Cage to yell, but that doesn't mean he's not completely mad. Cage is 110% committed to his weird performance that elevates this unoriginal concept. The highlight probably being his odd pinball dance. When it comes to the teen characters, they're disposable. Besides for the main girl, Liv, I don't remember any of their names. They're one-dimensional and simply animatronic fodder. Then there are the possessed animatronic creatures of Willy's Wonderland. We have Willy Weasel, Siren Sarah, Cammy Chameleon, Tito Turtle, Gus Gorilla, Ozzy Ostrich, Artie Alligator, Nighty Night, Raccoony the Raccoon, Rabbity the Rabbit, and Woodpeckery the Woodpecker. Some of those are made up. All of them have their moment to shine and die. But Siren Sarah was probably the creepiest one. She was played by a ballerina and was too human-like, so there was the uncanny valley effect.
The only thing deader than Luke Skywalker's eyes were Mr. Hamill's while promoting The Last Jedi.
We got to think about the fans. And he said, no, we got to think about the story and we got to think about our movie. Which
During production, some of the animatronic characters were changed. Originally, there was going to be Barry Bear, Douglas Dog, Pirate Pete, Polly Penguin, and Regina Rabbit. So maybe in a sequel, they can call it Willy's Wonderland. Sister location.
Then they'll really be asking for a lawsuit. Oh, crap! That reminds me! I had court this morning.
To think, this all started because Scott Cawthon wasn't finding success with his Christian-based video games. So then he created Five Nights at Freddy's, and it became a huge hit. And because Warner Brothers and now Blumhouse have failed for 6 years to make a movie, others have had to beat them to it. We got the Banana Splits movie in 2019, which is on par with Willy's Wonderland, although I'll say the Banana Splits movie had more interesting kills and more character growth. I really like that Cage has been taking roles in all these genre movies lately. The man has debts to pay. And we're reaping all the benefits.
Nicolas Cage will accept anything. Except his balding.
The effects were decent for the low budget, and there's plenty of blood. And oil. My personal favorite kill reminded me of King Kong. The action, editing, and cinematography at times had an Evil Dead flair to them. However, the action is a little repetitive. Nicolas Cage cleans, chugs a punch soda, plays pinball, and then bashes some robots. Rinse and repeat until morning. But again, I only came here to watch Nick Cage brutalize furry animatronics. So I guess it delivered.
Andy is a simple guy. He sees Mr. Cage covered in blood, and he clicks.
The music was fitting as well. The "It's Your Birthday" jingle is catchy.
It's your birthday, and we want you to have fun. It's your birthday, so let's party, everyone. Okay, now, kids, clap your hands like there's no tomorrow. Welcome you to Willys, where everyone's your friend.
And there's a original Willy's Wonderland song in the style of 80s new wave. While there's more backstory than I expected, the plot, dialogue, and other characters aren't much to write home about. Come for the Satanism, blood, soda chugging, mops, plungers, and Nick Cage curb stomping a gorilla into a urinal! Until we get an actual Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I guess this will hold us over.
It's birthday time!
This has been Andy, the Maniacal Cinephile.
Thanks for watching and subscribing.
And see you next time!